been having tripping at falling. I've been having dreams.
Share with you guys how I make my oatmeal. So I use this oatmeal. It's 100 calories. The macros are super good. 2 fat, 18 carbs, 4 protein. So I'm just gonna use 1 packet of this. I don't weigh this out. The reason I have my bowl on the scale is because I'm going to be using almond milk. So I just put 1 pouch in the bowl, and then I zero it out. So now anything I add into the bowl is what I'm weighing and measuring. So I'm going to put in just under 4 ounces, or probably 4 ounces of almond milk. This is almond milk. It's just plain unsweetened vanilla. And I'm just gonna put in 4 ounces. So the reason I use the almond milk is it makes it a lot creamier, and I just feel like it makes it taste better, and it has like more like fluffy creaminess to it. So while that is cooking, I already made my egg whites with half a serving of the fat-free cheese. So I'm gonna have that with the oatmeal, and then I will be putting some of these frozen blueberries in the oatmeal, and then topping it off with some almond butter. So after the minute and a half that it's in the microwave for, I will put in 25 grams of these frozen blueberries, and then put it back in the microwave for another 30 seconds. All right, so this is how it turns out, and then I'm just gonna put my almond butter that I'm using on the scale and zero it out, and then anything I take out of this jar will be what I'm measuring. You always wanna do it this way versus scooping with your spoon and putting it in here, because you'd be surprised how much ends up on your spoon that you don't end up accounting for. Sometimes it's up to like 5 or 6 grams or so. So I always put the nut butter on the scale and then I zero it out. So now everything that's on my spoon right here is what I'm measuring. I don't even know if you guys can see my spoon. So I'm getting 10 grams worth. That's 11 grams. Okay, so then I have 10 grams worth here, and then I'm just going to move that out of the way, put that in my oatmeal, and now we've got the oatmeal. All right, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit of pink salt and some of this no sugar added ketchup on my egg whites. All right, and this is breakfast, and I figured I would show you guys the macros for it. Let me let it focus. So we've got 25 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, 35 grams of protein, 312 calories. So gonna enjoy this, do a little bit of work, and then I'll go to the gym in about an hour or so. Hello, welcome to the video. Welcome to week 12 of my bikini prep. If you're new here, my name is Brielle, and I'm documenting my whole bikini prep series, just sharing with you guys different meals, workouts, cardio, macros, and just everything that goes on in my bikini prep. If you're not new, thank you so much for tuning back in for another video. So today is Monday. It is May 16th. It is 11 a.m. right now. I'm about to head off to the gym. You guys already saw what I had for breakfast. I'm going to do a full day of eating on one of my low carb days, and if you guys watched my previous video, you would have heard me share that my macros have changed. So I'm going to share a little bit of macro and cardio change with you guys, but before I do, I want to put a little disclaimer there that I am only doing this for a bikini prep, and I'm only doing this to get to a very lean point, to get to a very low body fat percentage. You do not need to do this if you are just trying to lose weight and you're just, on your own weight loss journey. If you're not in a prep, you do not need to get nearly as aggressive. You know, I was able to, if you've watched some of my videos or you've been following for a while, I was able to lose, I think, like 8 to 10 pounds or so in over like a span of like 5 months, while still, this was before prep started, while still eating out, while still, you know, enjoying myself, while like very, very loosely tracking, and just having a lot more flexibility. So you definitely can lose weight without being very strict and very extreme. So I just want to put a disclaimer out there. Also, if you are new to watching my videos and you're just clicking on this and you're like, oh, I want to look like that, I'm going to eat the same macros she's eating, I'm going to do the same cardio that she's doing, like, please do not follow that. These are protocols that will work for my body and for me. It's not going to work for you. We are all different, and what we all need in terms of calories for our goals is all going to be different. So I want to put that disclaimer out there because my macros are getting lower, cardio is getting higher, things are starting to get a little bit more aggressive. So I want to make sure that you guys realize that this is for a short period of time. This is not something I plan to sustain for months and months and months and months. So now that I put that out there, let me start by saying that my projected show date is in 6 weeks. However, I'm not positive if I will be at the level of conditioning that I want to be at in 6 weeks to bring a very, very competitive look. Do I think I could be ready in 6 weeks and look good? Yes, but do I think I could bring my best? I'm not sure yet. So I am coaching myself, by the way, if you guys are new here. I do have a coach that does my workouts, but I do my own cardio and nutrition, everything on my own. So my game plan is to push really hard for the next 2 weeks, see how much progress I can make. If I feel like I'm in a good spot to continue moving forward and to get to that point in 6 weeks, then I will. So my protocols right now are a little bit more aggressive because, like I said, I want to see how much progress I can make in the next 2 weeks, and then from there I'll make that decision if I think 6 weeks is a good show date or not for me. And then obviously I'm going to share all of that with you guys and take you guys along the journey, and I'll let you know when I make that decision and everything. But I wanted to start by kind of sharing a little bit of like my game plan, how, you know, how I think things are going to go and how I'm feeling in my head and everything around progress. So yesterday I woke up with a new low weight of 130.0. I'm so close to the 129s. Today I'm 130.4. I do actually feel a little bit more bloated this morning, and yesterday was a high day, so it's normal for weight to go slightly up after a high day, and I do think that there's going to be a point where my weight will start to drop after high days. That is common. The leaner that you get, your body really needs those like refeed days, and it will kind of just drop stress and you'll see weight start to come off. So I think I'm close to that point, but not quite there yet. So let me share with you guys my new protocols because like I said, I've made some changes. So I'm gonna pull up on MyFitnessPal because that's where I've got this. And I'm going to be doing, so if you guys have been following along, I was doing 5 low days followed by 2 high days. I'm now doing 6 low days by 1 high day. However, this may change if I really feel like I need another high day. I'll take another high day, or maybe I'll do like a medium day. Yeah, that's what I was doing before. I was doing 5 low days, 1 high day, 1 medium day. Now we are pushing to do 6 low days and only 1 high day. Again, this could change. So my low days are at 1,400 calories, so it's a bit lower than I wanted to get at this point in prep, but I do think that this is where I'm at and what I need to do. So like I said, I'm pushing hard for the next 2 weeks, really gonna see how much progress I can make. So carbs are at 115 grams. I will say carbs are kind of low. However, I like to keep fat higher. If you watch different like bikini prep videos, or you're a bikini competitor yourself and you're prepping, you may see that some people have their fat a lot lower at like 30 grams or so. I am somebody that likes to keep fat higher for health reasons and for your hormones. Fat is super, super important. So my fat is at 40 grams, which means my carbs are a little bit lower. So my carbs are at 115. That way my calories can be a bit lower. So I could easily have like carbs at like 150 or 160 and fat at like 30 or 35. But this is what I plan to do, which works for me, and also just like I said, health reasons. So I really believe in keeping fat at 40. I may go down to 35, but definitely not below 35. And then protein's at 145. So again, 1,400 calories. My 1 high day, which will be either Saturday or Sunday. However, this week it's gonna be Friday because it is my birthday. So I'm planning it to be on Friday on my birthday. It's 1,765 calories. This is the same high day I was doing before. It's 215 carbs, 125 protein, and 45 grams of fat. So that is my one high day. Again, all of these like changes could change still. I'm kind of just taking this one day at a time, seeing how much progress I make, and then from there deciding if I need to make a change. And then in terms of cardio, if you guys watched my previous video, you would have heard me share that I'm now doing some intervals on the elliptical. So I do intervals 3 times a week, and I'm doing 25 minutes of intervals, which I know may seem like a lot. However, I will say with the intervals, I'm not going to like 100% effort. I'm probably going to like 85 to 90% effort, so that way I can sustain it for a little bit longer time. So I'm doing a 40-second kind of like rest period where I'm just kind of almost like walking, but obviously I'm on an elliptical, so I'm just pedaling, I guess. I don't know like the correct terminology for if you're on an elliptical. You guys get what I'm saying though. So I do that for 40 seconds, and then I'm doing a sprint where I increase the incline for 20 seconds. So normally I'm at incline, or sorry, I increase the resistance. Normally I'm at incline 12 and resistance 6 for those 40 seconds. And then I push it to, I keep the incline at 12 and I push it to resistance 14. So like very high up. And instead of just going at like a moderate pace, like I'm pushing to go like hard AF. Like I'm really, really pushing myself for those 20 seconds. And I change the time on the elliptical when it gets to 22 seconds. So I have it do time remaining, not like how much time has elapsed. You could do either way. But instead of changing that resistance right when it hits the 20 seconds, I do it at 22 seconds. So that way, because it takes like a second or two to get that resistance level up. So that way I'm doing that full 20 seconds of all out resistance. So I'm doing that 3 times a week. And then after those 25 minutes, I was doing 5 minutes, which was like a cool down last week. I'm now going to be doing 15 minutes of cool down. So that way I'm doing 40 minutes of cardio. And then on my other 3 days, I'm going to be doing either 30 minutes of just normal steady state on the incline, or maybe 40 minutes. Again, I haven't decided yet. I'm sure I will share as things go on. And then I'll still have that one full rest day from the gym in terms of training and from cardio. I really do believe it's very important to have one complete rest day for your body. And so those are the changes to the protocols. So I think I'm going to wrap up this portion right now because I'm sure I've been talking for a little while and I want to head off to the gym. So figured I would just intro the video here. And like I said, I'm going to be sharing a full day of eating on one of my low carb days. So this is on my 1400 calorie day. And today's Monday, so I've got a busy day of client check-ins, so I'm not sure what else I will record aside from my food, but I will just see you guys in the next clip. Okay, before I head off to the gym, I'm actually gonna have a bag of these because it's been almost 2 hours since I've ate because I just got busy working and recording stuff for you guys. So I don't want to go to the gym on somewhat of an empty stomach because I know I'm going to be there a while. So I'm going to have one of these. If you've been following my videos, you guys have heard me talk about these before. I get them on Amazon. It's 90 calories, 3 fat, 15 carbs, and 1 protein. So just a little tiny snack to have a little bit more food in me before I go hit upper body and do my cardio. All right, you guys, it is now 2:30. I'm back from the gym, finished my lift and cardio, and this is my post-workout meal / lunch. I have 120 grams of these little baby gold potatoes that I've showed you guys in my grocery haul, 5 ounces of ground turkey, and then 1 serving of green beans. And I put this stuff on top of the ground turkey. And let me turn this around to show you guys macros. I've showed you guys this before if you've been watching my videos, but only 10 calories. So put that there, and then I put some no sugar added ketchup on the side of my potatoes so I can kind of dip it, almost kind of like French fries. And then I just use some pink salt on top. So gonna have this, and then afterwards I'm going to have a little Clio bar. I've shared these before. And so this will be like a little snack for afterwards, and then I'm probably gonna also make some iced coffee, but I will show you guys that. Okay, so I have 156 grams of egg whites, half a serving of the fat-free cheese, and then 1 of those pitas I typically eat. And then I'm gonna use one of these Laughing Cow cheese wedges. And the macros are super good. Let me show you guys visual focus. 30 calories, 1.5 fat, 1 carb, 2 protein. So it's this little tiny like cheese wedge. and I'm going to spread this in the pita, and then if there's like any leftover, I'll probably put it on top of the egg whites, and then that will be what I'll have next. And then I'll have chocolate rice cake and almond butter. All right, and there we go. I've got the egg whites here with a little bit of the Laughing Cow cheese wedge on it, and then some of the Laughing Cow cheese wedge in the pita. Okay, so I have a chocolate rice cake and only 8 grams of almond butter, but it's better than nothing. I'm so excited. All right, it is actually now 8:30. I've just been busy working, and then I just finished editing the previous video. But for dinner, I'm having 3 ounces of grilled chicken, and then I've got the zucchini tomato mushroom mix that I've been making recently, and then a little bit more of this Polynesian sauce to dip the chicken in. And then after that, I'm gonna finish my night with a Power Crunch bar, because you guys know I love Power Crunch bars. They're just so good, and they're basically just pretty high in fat, which is mainly what macros I have left. But I knew that I wanted to have this at nighttime, so I pre-tracked this in my day in the very beginning, so that way I know I have macros saved for it. So this will be my little dessert and my little treat for the night, and then that will be it for my macros. All right, you guys, it is now Wednesday. It is May 18th, and I'm pulled up outside the gym. So I didn't talk with you guys yesterday, and I will be honest with you guys, I was feeling very anxious yesterday. If you've been watching my videos or you've been following along for a while, you know that I do deal with anxiety, and it's something I've dealt with since I was like 9 years old, when my mom first went through breast cancer, and then she recently went through breast cancer again back in 2020. But she is a fighter, and she is strong, and thankfully she is still here with us. And but that's kind of what triggered my anxiety back when I was like 9 years old. Anyways, just a little preface. But now I deal with anxiety just like on a random basis. And if you are somebody that's listening and you deal with anxiety, you probably know what I mean when sometimes you don't know why you feel anxious. You just feel anxious, and you wish that you didn't feel that way, and you wish that you could just turn those feelings off, but you just can't. All you can really do is do your best to be present and to just kind of move forward and to allow yourself to feel what you feel, but don't stay in those, feelings. So yesterday I decided to take it as a rest day. So I swapped my rest day. Today is Wednesday, when I normally take rest days, with yesterday. So I just auto-regulated, because honestly I knew that I needed that mental break. Like I needed it for myself, and I'm very glad that I did that, and I feel better today. I'm still a little bit anxious, but I do feel better, and I think getting in a workout, getting in a good sweat with cardio and everything will help me feel a little bit better. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, that I'm human and I go through anxiety and things like that as well. And if you're listening and you're dealing with anxiety, just know that you're not alone, and a lot more people deal with it that don't even share. And a lot of times we think that somebody looks like they're so happy on the outside, but like you have no idea what's going on the inside, or what's going on with them personally. And just know that every single person is going through something. So anyways, I did want to share a little bit of an update, and then I'm going to conclude this video. So I did wake up this morning with a new low weight, 129.2. We finally broke into the 129s. So I basically dropped almost a pound overnight, because yesterday I was 130.0. So that's very good. And I think part of that is due to just letting my body rest, and just kind of like taking that time to, like I said, rest and recover. And I think my body definitely needed it, and mentally I needed it too. So yeah, like I said earlier in the video, I am going to be pushing hard for the next 2 weeks, see how much progress. All right, my phone storage cut me out there for a second, but as I was saying earlier on in the video, I was telling you guys that my projected show date is in about 6 weeks. It's actually about like 5.5 weeks now. I'm going to push hard for the next 2 weeks, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure that I'm going to be where I want to be then. So I'm not putting the pressure on myself of doing that show. Obviously, I'm still going to be pushing for it, and we will see, because either way I'm in prep no matter what. So I'm still going to be pushing, but I want to be ready early, and so I don't want to push myself into a show that I'm not ready for. So I will definitely keep you guys updated, but I just want to share what's been on my mind and kind of how I'm feeling around prep, and like when I think I'll be ready and everything. I'm just kind of taking it one day at a time. I have some projected, show dates in mind, as I've shared with you guys, that I do want to do multiple shows this year, but I'm in no complete rush. So obviously I want to get on stage, but I want to look my best, and that's the bottom line. Is I'm willing to put in as much work and however long I need to bring my absolute best. So
On that note, I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all the views, everything on these videos. It really does mean so much to me. And feel free to ever reach out to, if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me there. My Instagram is just literally @BrielleFit. And if you ever want to chat, just send me a message. My DMs are always open and I'd love to hear from you guys. So thank you again so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you're subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up. And like I said, I'll see you in the next video.